Namaste and welcome back to another Love Yoga Online video. This one will be using blocks. It's a little more challenging. I'm doing a gentler version. If you would like, you can look at that also. Come and join me. We're going to start. The first block is under my head. The second block are under my scapula, the shoulder blades, to really open up the chest. So I'm slowly going to lay myself down, guide the blocks into the right place, and then gently melt here. Just letting the breath be nice and slow, nice and steady. It's actually very relaxing, quite a nice place to be for a few breaths. Clearing the mind, letting all the clutter gently, slowly melt away. 3 more breaths together, gently in. And gently out. Gently in. Gently out. And last one, slowly in and slowly out. If you want to, you can take the arms up and over for a moment, rest them here. Otherwise, let us just gently release to the side and slowly make our way back up to sitting. We can then slide one of the blocks underneath, arrive to cross legs, reach the arms then gently upwards and slowly, slowly intertwine fingers. Inhale here and exhale, curling, head dropping forwards. Inhale, back up to extension and slowly curl into flexion. Twice more. Inhale and exhale. What is interesting is to observe this comparatively to the next movement, which you may be more familiar with, cat-cow. So as we let the head drop, feel the spine curve and then gently we'll release. We'll roll the shoulders a few moments, just give some space. Then slide the blocks now so that we have one under each of our hands. And here, as we come into our cat-cow, we can slowly glide the gaze upwards, arching the spine. Exhale, curling, letting the head drop inwards. 3 times more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, and just observe if you have any more range of motion here or any less, how it feels. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Then tucking toes upwards, we shoot to down dog. Now you can rest your hands on the tops of the blocks or you can slide them just over the edges, whichever feels better for you. I'm sliding my feet back so I get a slightly stronger stretch now through the shoulders and through the hamstrings. Then bringing one foot inwards, shoot a leg up. Just enjoy the lovely stretch through the Achilles. Let us swap sides, shoot the other leg upwards. Breathing here. Then gently, slowly walking forwards, folding and allowing yourself to use the blocks to melt into. If you're comfortable, you can even take the elbows downwards, resting here. Otherwise, keep the hands flat. And then very slowly, let's come to what we call Samastadi here, into our first sun salute. Arms high, keep the hands apart if you need, bring them together if you're comfortable. Exhale, fold, head drops, hands flat. Inhale, head lifts. Exhale, let us step back, gently drop to our knees and then slowly lift the chest, softening, deepening that melt forwards to really open up through the left psoas. Then slowly we come back, swap sides, left foot now forwards, right knee drops. Softening slowly downwards, a little deeper this time. Let us come back here to our down dog. Again, pressing our heels down, feet now shoulder width. This time I'm going to release my left hand and bring it to my right ankle. Breathing here. 1 and 2, then swapping sides, bringing the right hand now to my left ankle. Inhale and exhale. Slowly let us come forwards. Inhale, head lifts. Exhale, head drops. Arms back up above the head. And gently hands to our sides. Let's go again. Inhale, salute the sun. Exhale, bow to the earth, head drops. Inhale, head lifts. Prepare. This time we'll jump backwards. Slowly lower down to our chaturanga. Pause. If we can, roll over the toes. Otherwise, step them so we can lift the heart, feel a back bend, that lovely up dog, much more comfortable than our regular hands on the mat version. And slowly we come back to down dog. From here I'm going to step my right foot forwards, Turn the back foot to 45 and gently hinge forwards. If you want to deepen the pose, lift your foot off the floor, breathing here 2 and 3, then rocking forwards. I'm going to pick the blocks up, take them further forwards so I can come up into my warrior 3, breathing here 1 and 2. Slowly we'll come back down, slide the blocks back, step back to our down dog, breathing here 2 breaths, 1 and 2. Then stepping forwards again, turn the back foot to 45, slowly straighten the front leg again. If you want to deepen it, slowly lift that front foot off the mat, 1 and 2. Then picking the blocks up, stepping forwards into our warrior 3, 2 breaths here, 1 and 2. Then slowly we once again come back to our down facing dog, heels to the mat, shooting the sit bones high, 2 more breaths, 1 and 2. Let us make our way forwards again. Let us lightly jump, head lifts, exhale, head drops, arms float high, gaze follows thumbs, and gently release, hands to our sides. Let us now practice lolasana. This is something that is found in the Ashtanga sequence. It's all about building our core, using our hip flexibility and learning where to place the hands. So to do this pose, we can practice what is called a jump through and a jump back. I'm starting by drawing my right knee inwards, holding here for a couple of breaths, and then coming back, then drawing my left knee inwards, holding here for a couple of breaths. This time I'm going to try and bring my right knee through towards my right elbow and beyond. Then I'm going to take the right foot towards the block underneath my left hand. We'll try the same on the other side. Left knee through inside the left elbow and then the left foot to the right block. Let us try that again. Inwards and slowly back. Inwards and slowly back. Now to do the next movement, we're slowly going to walk our feet inwards and have a go here at bringing both our knees upwards. So this is like our crow pose. As we come into crow, we need to now learn how to do this movement, except without the weight on our elbows. So to do this version, my knees come through. I'm going to rest them on the floor and then try to draw them through my feet. Should we do that again? So to come out, you can sit down if this is the easiest. Make sure that there's space between the blocks to do so. Let us come back again. I step back, slide the blocks back in. Again, make sure there's space between the blocks for your feet to slide through. And this time I'm going to try and step right, step left, then slide my feet through. Let us try one more time. This time, instead of stepping, I'm going to add a little bit of a jump, both feet at the same time. So they land on the tops of my feet and then slowly I draw them through. If you want to come a little further, let us try this time to lift our feet and keep them off the mat. So this time I lift, jump, slide my feet through and hold it here. Now as I hold lolasana, I'm starting to learn to use here my core. I'll turn around and show you, because another way to access this is from here. Hands are to the sides. Blocks are by the mid part, or the heel of my hand is by the mid part of my thigh. And then as I lift upwards, I'm trying to curl into a tight little bud. So I'm trying to lift up like this. This is a great start with the buttocks off the floor, but we want to learn how to lift our feet as well. So in order to do this, we have to lift those feet. Let us try, if we can, lifting them without lifting our buttocks. If you can, squeeze and draw these feet in towards your armpits, then let go and hold here. Then hands down onto the blocks, and we'll try and add the lift through the buttocks as well. Breathing 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you can start to put this together into what we call the jump through and the jump back. So this is our jump through again, using the blocks, hands to the sides. we slowly jump upwards so the pelvis lifts upwards to create height, space for my feet to come through. Once it's lifted, then I could draw the feet through and hold my lolasana. Now in order to go jump back, we need to lift the feet again, drawing them wide and towards the armpits. This time hands come flat and we draw the feet slowly backwards into lolasana. And slowly let us release. I'm now going to reach forwards, block in front of my feet, hands to the sides, and gently fold forwards. 5 slow breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Gently lifting upwards, Setu Bandhasana. Let us slide the block now underneath here, our sacrum. Rest down, let the hands release to the sides. 5 breaths here. 1. You can of course have the block lower if this is more comfortable, if this is preferable. You can of course have the block higher if this is more preferable. 3, 4, and 5, and then gently we release, slide the block out, melt down into the mat, hug the knees in, and enjoy a little bit of reverse child pose. We'll then use the blocks for our last pose, Supta Baddha Konasana. Slide the hands to the sides, wriggle shoulders down, and the blocks are here underneath my knees to give them a little bit of support. And I'm just going to rest, allowing the entire body to just gently release. Now instead of coming to Shavasana, since I do have blocks and I also have a wall, I'm going to slide over into a very, very gently lifted Viparita Karani, legs up the wall. So I'm starting here, legs coming up the wall, slowly, slowly, resting with the buttocks on the mat and the hands to the floor. And we'll finish our practice with 10 slow breaths here. When you're ready, gently bend into your knees, just soften, massage into the lower spine. And when you're ready, we'll roll to the right side, away from our heart, slowly come off the block and make our way back up to sitting once again. Namaste, thank you for joining me.